Meghan Markle has once again captured widespread attention. Not for a new project or public appearance, but for a surprising moment on Instagram that quickly spiraled into a full-scale online reaction. This time, the controversy centers around what many are calling a crime against cocktails. In her latest post, Meghan showcased what she seemed to believe was a creative and elegant drink idea. Instead, it left much of the internet stunned. The Duchess presented a concoction featuring her raspberry spread, not as a food accompaniment, but as a direct ingredient mixed into a cocktail. For many viewers, this was the moment the experiment crossed the line from unusual to outright alarming. The reaction was almost immediate. Mixologists, bartenders, and casual viewers alike expressed collective disbelief. This wasn't the kind of innovation anyone expected, nor one that anyone had requested. Meghan had previously promoted her raspberry spread as something fitting for refined dishes, English muffins, yogurt, baked brie, and warm winter treats, but never had she hinted that it belonged in a martini glass. The Instagram post itself featured a carefully arranged scene, a bottle of Tito's vodka, a Topo Chico mineral water, a gold-rimmed cocktail glass with scalloped edges, and the now infamous spread placed prominently beside them. While the setup appeared aesthetically intentional, many felt it only highlighted the disconnect between presentation and culinary understanding. A recurring element that caught attention was Meghan's ongoing shell motif: plates shaped like shells, glasses shaped like shells, trays shaped like shells, all seemingly part of a consistent theme throughout her kitchen decor. Some viewers speculated that she had grown overly attached to the aesthetic, designing entire scenes around it rather than focusing on the practicality of the recipe itself. What generated the strongest reactions, however, was the drink's composition. The mixture of vodka, raspberry juice, and grapefruit Topo Chico was already questionable to many, but the addition of a wilted raspberry and brightly colored sprinkles made the beverage look even more unusual. Viewers compared it to everything from a failed science experiment to a dessert gone wrong. Questions quickly spread across social media. One user, who admitted to not drinking alcohol, asked whether jam or spread typically belonged in a cocktail. The responses were overwhelmingly negative. Many described the drink as visually unappetizing, with comments comparing it unfavorably to medical mishaps and culinary accidents. Supporters attempted to defend Meghan by clarifying that the ingredient was not technically jam but rather a spread. Critics argued that the terminology made no difference. The process remained deeply flawed. Professional cocktail enthusiasts pointed out that if one wanted to infuse alcohol with fruit preserves, there are established techniques that require sealing, soaking, and straining, not simply scooping a spread into a glass. Some commenters even raised concerns about safety and hygiene, suggesting that the ingredients did not appear suitable for direct mixing in that manner. Others half-jokingly predicted that such concoctions could lead to gastrointestinal consequences. In the end, Meghan's creation failed to impress. What she may have intended as an inventive, stylish, or even whimsical moment was widely interpreted as misguided. Many viewed it as another example of her tendency to prioritize aesthetic presentation over practical execution. The final consensus across social media was unusually unified. Rather than seeing Meghan's cocktail as bold or innovative, the public overwhelmingly labeled it a misstep, a well-staged but poorly conceived culinary experiment. And in a rare moment of collective agreement, the internet delivered one clear message: this is one cocktail that should never have been made.